Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope everyone is doing well out there. This is Coach Green coming to you from Tallahassee, Florida this evening. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so glad you guys joined us for our special presentation this evening about, hey, you better have my money, right? Marvin, what are you talking about? You better have my money. Well, before I get started, I want to just let the folks who don't know that I am Coach Green out of Tallahassee, Florida. I've had the pleasure in my past life, I guess to say, to be a Division One men's golf coach. Also had a great run as a 10-time national champion flag football coach. And so that's where the coaching comes from. And I like to think that one of the reasons that I was a good coach is because I had great players, right? A good coach is only as good as his players, but also a part of being a good coach is knowing how to be a good teacher. And I think that a skill set that I have was knowing how to be a good teacher so that I can help my players perform to their top-notch ability, right? And so tonight I kind of put myself in a situation where, what kind of coach am I now, right? Well, really, this thing called financial education. I'm really big on financial education because I think a lot of people are missing out on their true potential as far as their finances are concerned, because there's just some information they don't know. There's just a few things that they're missing out on, and if they knew these things, they could do better with their financial well-being, so we say, right? So I'll just get to the point. I won't take too long. I appreciate you being here, but I want to, just like I said, I'm all about education and knowing exactly what's the problem that we're having right now. Why is it that people feel like they're robbing Peter to pay Paul all the time? Why is it that people almost are accustomed living paycheck to paycheck? Why is it that it seems like you just can't get ahead? You put one step forward, you go two steps back. And guess what? It really, at the end of the day, has nothing to do with you. It's because there's 4 roadblocks out there keeping your money from you. And you have to identify what these roadblocks are. You have to know kind of how they've come about and how you can, of course, get past them, right? The first one is taxes. Then you got debt, got big business, and you have inflation. Now, number one, I'm going to start with is taxes, because there's all kind of taxes out there that we deal with all the time, be it our federal income taxes, be it our state taxes, right? Be it our ad valorem taxes, be it property taxes, taxes, take money from us every single day. And this is the place we live in, right? Called America, great place that we live in. While we have a lot of crazy things happening here, there's not any other place most of us would rather be. But you got to know how to play the game. And in America, when you are a W-2 employee, which means you go to a traditional job working 9 to 5, you actually put yourself in what they call the highest tax category, right? So that means literally you can lose about a third of your income to taxes, because as a W-2 employee, that's the level you kind of fit in at, right? So that means that let's say you make $50,000 a year. Because you're a W-2 employee, you can lose up to a third of that, which means you bring home about $32,000. Or let's just say you make more, right? You make 6 figures. You make $100,000 a year. Well, because as a W-2 employee, you take that third, that means you bring home about what? 70 to 72,000. Well, because the government takes that number, that's like you're working from January to April for the government. Well, because the government takes that from you, that actually leads us to our second roadblock, which is debt. Well, Marvin, how does debt kick in? Because every time you try to go get a loan, you typically go get a loan based off of your gross income, not your net income. So now you have to kind of borrow money to try to keep up with your lifestyle. Not keep up with the Joneses, just try to keep up with your lifestyle. So it's almost like it's set up because you make 50, you make 100,000, but you don't bring that home. But when you go to get a car loan, you go get a mortgage, you go, credit cards, etc., they say, how much do you make? And they take the gross amount. So now you're kind of on this this hamster wheel, because now you got to try to keep up, because you really have things in your life, possessions in your life that you technically can afford, right? So now you got taxes taking a third of your income, you got debt taking the other third of your income when you pay, paying your bills and things like that. And now you got number 3 called big business. Real simple. It's just that every single month we're marketed to give some more money, right? We live in a very commercial society, right? And every single month there's a special holiday that's trying to get our money. This month it'll be Valentine's Day. Next month it'll be spring break. Then April it'll be Easter, and May it'll be Mother's Day. Then Father's Day, and we'll eventually get to all the holidays during the summer, Memorial Day and 4th of July, et cetera, all the way to Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so now, because you don't feel like you make enough, right? And then you have to pay your bills, everybody feels like, you know what? I got to treat myself. And that gives us to that big business of marketing. Then we got something called inflation. Inflation is the silent income killer. And the silent income killer gets us because what happens with inflation is you can't even see it happening. See, when the cost of goods and services are going up, but your income is staying the same, it's hard to keep up. You got to start keeping up with what's taking your money. So if the cost of goods and services are going up, your money should be going up at the same time. So these are the 4 roadblocks, right? Taxes, debt, big business, and inflation. But I'm not here to be doom and gloom. I'm here to give you a solution. And the number one solution to those roadblocks is you got to have a home-based business. A home-based business is something that anybody can have because everybody has what they need to start a home-based business. We all have a home or an apartment, and we all have a social security number. See, America, again, you got to learn to play the rules of the game where we live. They give benefits to people who have businesses, a home-based business in particular. Now, why is this important? A home-based business gives you the ability to have unlimited income. So that means that you're not just subjected to whatever the boss says you can make, right? You can have unlimited income. You get to have time freedom. Spend your time with who you want to spend it with, how you want to spend it, and how long you want to spend it with them. You get to take control of your life, right? It's time that we kind of take the power back, right? Then a home-based business gives you the opportunity to be able to leave a legacy for your family. You can hire your kids with a home-based business. But the biggest reason I think that if you're trying to play the game by the rules, you want to have a home-based business because there's tons of tax advantages that you get by having a home-based business. You literally get to write off 476 different things because you have a home-based business. See, most people, if they do their taxes right now, they only can write off up to about 10 to 12 different deductions, right? But with a home-based business, you get up to 476 deductions. So basically, you're writing off your lifestyle. See, you got to ask yourself, well, why am I not cashing in? If I know that these things are taking my money, and I know that a home-based business would allow me to get my money back, why aren't I cashing in? See, the food, internet, lights, and travel, those are expenses you're going to have anyway. But if you had a home-based business, you could write all 4 of those things off and many more. So I like to say, learn how to, 1, get your money back. If you went to the store right now and spent $200 tonight, that's $200 you spent. Hey, Marvin, I got to feed my family. I get it. But wouldn't it be cool if 2 months from now, Public said, hey, Mr. Brown, Miss Smith, whoever it may be, why don't you come back? We're going to give you $200 back for those groceries you bought. Well, that's literally what the government does. They allow you to get your money back whenever you spend, because having what? A home-based business, these things now become legitimate business deductions. So this is basically like a 6-figure playbook, right? A 6-figure playbook means you literally can make, I'm going to show you how you can make $100,000 a year. And for those of you who think that's too much pie in the sky, I'll keep it simple. But if you learn how to get these 3 things down, your taxes down, your debt down, and your expenses down, you can raise your cash flow, you can raise your income, and then you can start raising your investments. Those 2 things go hand in hand. So we call it the 6-figure playbook because as these 3 things go down, these other 3 things can go up. And now you literally can start living a true life of abundance. Your stress will go down, but your abundance will go up. Well, what am I talking about? Well, I'm introducing you to a membership called a Financial Edge membership with our company called MWR Financial. Our membership allows you to get your money back. We show you how to get your cash back. And so for $79.97 a month, this membership gives you access to experts who will help you do what? Lower your taxes. Experts who will help you do what? Get your credit score up. Experts who will help you do what? Start working on your debt. Get out of debt faster. Can you imagine having a debt elimination plan that would allow you to get out of debt in half the time or a third of the time that you normally would? Wouldn't that be cool? Instead of being in debt for 20 more years or 25 more years, you could be out of debt in the next 7 to 9 years. Well, that's what our membership does. We literally give you access to a team of experts, like I said, that do the work for you. All you have to know how to do is upload documents. If you can take a picture, just like you do on your phone, if you can get on your laptop and upload documents, our experts in the tax portal, you will upload your W-2 form, your last 2 pay stubs. They'll help you readjust your W-4 and they'll send it right back to you. You send it to HR and you can get an instant pay raise in the next 2 weeks. Because what happens is we typically pay more than we're supposed to pay in taxes. That's why we get a tax refund. But if your taxes were adjusted appropriately by experts, now you get to take home that money throughout the year instead of waiting the next year to get it. The debt elimination plan, I already talked about that. Then we have the credit restoration. We have literally our credit experts will help your credit score up 50 to 150 points or more. But this is what they do. You upload your 3 credit reports to them. They start disputing with your creditors things that shouldn't be on there. And all you see is your credit creeping up. Now, you don't have time to write the letters, right? You're busy with the husband, with the spouse, doing whatever you do, with the wife, with your spouse or whatever, significant other. You're busy. You're with the kids. But if somebody was fighting a battle for you with the credit, wouldn't that be cool? What about bill negotiators? I'm talking about being able to take your current bill and have somebody on your behalf call the cable company, call the cell phone company, call all the companies where you currently pay bills and negotiate those bills to be lower. See, when you got a team of experts doing the work, and think about this, most people, famous people, Hollywood people, athletes, they have a team helping them with their finances. Why don't you? So if we know that who's taking our money, the government is taking our money in taxes. We know that the banks are taking our money with the debt that we have. We know it is hard to catch up because of inflation. Price of goods going up, our money isn't going up, and we know that every single month somebody's marketing to us. We got people just hitting us over the head, right? They're hitting us over the head left and right. Why not have somebody helping you fight that battle? And so, like I said, for $79 a month, you get the membership that allows you to get your cash back, lower your taxes, destroy your debt, shred your bills, raise your credit score. As a matter of fact, just to give you kind of a brief synopsis, last year, our experts allowed our members to save $10 million a month in tax savings. 12,000 of our members increased their credit scores 50 to 150 points. Our members shaved 29,000 years off of the interest, and they were able to save $1.2 million on their existing bills. So my point is, this stuff is documented. Everybody who works wants to make sure that they keep most of the money that they make. I'm not saying you're not going to go out, have a good time. I'm just saying the money that you make, you want to keep it. And if you want to get in a space where you can keep that money, I just showed you how you can start saving more money. Now, Marvin, you talked about a home-based business. What is this home-based business you talk about? Well, our home-based business allows you to market that membership I just showed you to other people. So for $228 one time and $119 a month, now you got your own home-based business. Now you're able to get those benefits that I talked about earlier. You get to get those 470 tax deductions. You get to make that unlimited income. You get to start leaving a legacy for your kids. Well, right now, the 228 startup cost is now 129. So you can start your own home-based business for the rest of the month of February for $129, and then we have the $119 a month. Because of course you got a business, you got overhead. So your $119 a month amounts to $4 a day, a cup of coffee. There are people who get in line every single day, buy a cup of coffee for $5 or $6, and guess what? They have nowhere near the benefits that we're talking about. So what do? We literally get paid multiple ways. We have various bonuses, many tax benefits, and we talked about that time freedom. But the main way we get paid is something called a daily guarantee, where our daily guarantee allows you to get paid anywhere from $5 a day to $1,000 a day. You can do the math. That's $150 a month. Sounds like that actually covers the membership all the way up to $30,000 a month. And see, as you share and refer our membership to other people, you just need to initially refer it to 3 people. Sharing it with 3 people allows, 1, your membership to be free, but 2, it allows you to now start being able to make money. So check this out. Let me just do a quick recap, because this is really the essence of what we're talking about. You get a membership that brings you back, on average, about $800 a month. Listen to what I said. I didn't say you make $800. You get a membership that, on average, has brought our members back $876 a month. That's for $79.97. But if you're in a business and you refer the membership to 3 people, your membership goes away. That $79 goes away. Now, by you referring 3 people, you now, guess what? Not only get your membership free, you get to participate in what we call the daily guarantee. $5 to $1,000 per day, because you referred this information to somebody else. The same way you would refer a restaurant, the same way that you would refer a good movie, right? But you've never gotten paid to do that. Who do you know who wouldn't mind keeping more of the money that they make? Who do you know that wouldn't mind getting an instant pay raise at their job? Who do you know that wouldn't mind getting their credit score up, getting a plan to get out of debt sooner? Who do you know that wouldn't mind those things? Now you get to get paid daily because of that. We get a text message every day at 5 o'clock that actually shows our daily guarantee coming to us, right? And so that's the power of how we get paid. Now, the third thing we do, which is crazy, is we even have a portal that shows you and helps you grow your money. So now, after you start getting the taxes down, credit score up, debt down, now we're going to show you how to grow your money. And grow your money means you got to be making some money in your sleep. Every dollar that you make shouldn't be made off of your back. It's noble when people say, I work hard for my money, right? I work hard for my money. That's a very noble thing. But there should be some money that's coming in while you sleep. What do I mean by that? You got to put yourself in a situation where money is growing for you. See, money is a tool, and money is put in place so that it can do what? Make more money. But if the only thing that happens when you make money is that you're spending because you're always the consumer, that's not a good thing. Well, MWR, we have 3 ways that we actually give people to make money. We have a real estate portal, we have a land banking, and then we have a private reserve account. Become your own bank. I'll just talk about land banking tonight, but I want you to understand that you now make money. Your current lifestyle is dictated off of your labor. You going to work making money. But your future lifestyle is dictated off of what? Your investments. You got to have some investments, because one day when you aren't working, you still want money coming in. You still want to live that lifestyle. You don't want to go from living how you live now to going way down here. Or for those of you who don't necessarily like the lifestyle, when I say your lifestyle, not like where you live or what you drive, I'm just saying those who wouldn't mind making more, you got to do something to put yourself in a position to make more. And that doesn't always mean having to pay more money to go get another degree and hope you get the job you're looking for, right? That doesn't mean going to get a second job. 2 jobs are for what? 2 people. So we actually show people through our land banking portal how you actually can benefit and buy land below wholesale, and then one day to be able to sell it above the retail price. And we have people doing that out in Southern California, Antelope Valley, California. We show you we have parcels of land that you can buy, and literally that land is in the way of where the Olympics is coming in 2028. We're talking about Warren Buffett is already there. The Olympics is going there in 2028. Like I said, it's one of the pristine prime locations in LA where things are going. Antelope Valley is called the next green energy valley. We have members of our team already benefiting from it as well. Don Wilson and Ruth Rodriguez, they have already bought their parcels of land. They're in position. So one day when Walmart comes and says we want that land, they got to pay them. Jasmine Love, she's done the same thing. See, I believe that facts tell, but stories sell. So I'll give you a few stories to let you know how people are benefiting from our membership and also benefiting as they have made this their business of choice. They decided they want to get their personal finances in line, and then by sharing that with other people, referring other people, which is something we do all the time, they now can make some serious money. Shayna Rollins, she's a former IT specialist. Using our membership, she was able to pay off 3 credit cards. But using the business, she gets a daily guarantee of $200 a day, $6,000 a month, and her lifestyle bonus, we call it $1,250. Her presidential bonus that she gets, $1,000 per month. She doesn't like to talk. She's shy as they come. Mr. Charles and Judith Ivory, their credit scores are 850 and 815 now. They use our membership to do that. But now they own private reserve accounts. They actually own, they participate, in the land banking as well. Their daily guarantee is $400 a day, $12,000 a month that they make. Now think about that. This gentleman was laid off when the pandemic started. He was making less than $50,000 at his job, I believe. They laid him off, and then when they tried to call him back 90 days later, the business that he had, by sharing this information with other people, he was making 3 times what he was making on his job with the business, so he quit the job. How cool is that, right? And now he's able to do what? His wife and them just purchased some land. They're going to be building their dream home very soon. And as I close, I got 2 more people I want to show you. Miss Christy Howard, a former bartender, she was able to pay off 4 credit cards and a car note. Her credit score went up 624 to 809. In her first 8 months in this business, she was able to bring in 5 figures. Mr. Brian Bean, a Morehouse College graduate, former Nations Bank employee. This gentleman has been in the industry since he was 22 years old. He made his first $1 million when he was in his 20s. He lost it in his 30s, but guess what? He made it again. But the beautiful thing about this particular thing is he said if he ever could get involved with a company that was about financial education, he would make it his point to share that with the rest of the world. Why? Because everybody is always, I don't care what you get in, you want to make sure you're able to put yourself to make good money. So it's not just about the money that you make. You should be able to keep it. But if you're going to make money, why not make money in a way where you're helping other people? And I'm not knocking any other company out there. I'm just saying most people don't like sales, right? I don't want to sell this product or sell that product. But I tell you one thing, we always like to share information. If I got a good deal on food or a deal at Sam's, or I live in Tallahassee, FAMU, I go to Sam's and they got FAMU lawn chairs or FAMU this or FAMU that, I get on Facebook, I tell everybody. My wife, she loves her purses. She loves the things that she loves. She's always telling her girlfriends, hey, they got a sale. They got this, they got that. So we're always sharing things with other people. Why wouldn't we share a financial education? If we know that the majority of the population has a problem with taxes, has a problem with credit, has a problem with debt, why wouldn't you share a membership that allows people to lower their taxes, increase their credit, lower their debt, and increase their investments? Well, now the choice is just yours, right? People who see this, they fall into 2 categories. Either you're number 2 or number 1. A number 2 is a person says, I just want the membership. So for $79 a month, you get access to the experts that's going to help you lower your taxes, increase your credit score, lower your debt, and you can benefit from the investments portal that I talked about earlier, the land banking, the private banking, and the real estate, right? That's the number 2. You just want to expand, your cash flow. But the number 1 says, I want all in. I want to expand my cash flow, and I want to earn daily income, because I know at least 3 to 5 people who want to do that too. I'm always talking to people who saying, what are we going to do in 2022 than we did different than we did in 2021? This just makes sense. Get some experts working for you and then share the information with other people so it can help them as well. They say the people that you hang around the most, your income is very similar. So wouldn't it be cool if the 5 people you hang around the most, all of you all had your taxes down, your credit going up, your debt going down, and your investments going up? So you ain't got to always change the people around you to change the people around you. Sometimes you got to put people on game so that they know what you know. And so as I close, I like to say, would it be okay if you can make more money part-time than your boss makes full-time? Would it be okay if you got a $600 tax refund every single month? Would it be okay if you can get an extra paycheck and you didn't have to work so hard? These are just some of the things having a home-based business allows you to do. So why not partner up with MWR Financial and with our team, the Extra Digit Movement? Get with us and let's start improving your income one digit at a time. And what do I mean by that? You can go from three-figure days to 4-figure weeks, 5-figure months to 6-figure years, and eventually have a 7-figure career. Now it's just up to you to decide. Get back with the person that put you on. If it's me, go to my comments on Facebook, go to my inbox on Facebook. I'm on YouTube right now, Talking Green with Coach Green. Get back with the person that put you on and let them know you're number 2, you want the membership only, or you're number 1, you want all in. I thank you guys so much for being with me this evening. I'm Coach Green from Tallahassee, Florida, representing the Extra Digit Movement, where we hope to increase your income one digit at a time. Hey, God bless you. Peace.